Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi semuanya buat teman-teman yang baru join atau yang mau join. Silakan komen, subscribe, dan lain-lain. Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kita pakai AC Milan lagi, pakai klub Milan dengan pelatih Fabio Capello. Apakah Milan kali ini lolos ke divisi 1? Kita cek dulu pemainnya. Oke, wah musuhnya pakai Jurgen Klopp, pelatih baru. Menarik juga, nanti kita coba. Oke, Ronaldo dia. Kita lihat pemain kita. Ya. Ronaldo. Selamat datang buat yang baru join di Rank Gaming 27 channel. Kurangnya 84, kurang. Oke, kali ini kita akan masuk ke push rank di divisi 3. Kali ini kita akan push rank di divisi 3 di di
Milan get
phase
ready
7
for another crack at
di
the big
eFootball.
prize. Will
Musim
they get the win
lalu
they need
klub
to
AC
get
Milan
their
tidak
campaign off to a flying
lolos
start, or will their bubble burst
ke
over the
divisi
course of the
1
next 90
karena
minutes?
waktunya sudah sangat mepet dengan closing
There's nothing quite like match
seasonnya.
day,
Jadi
especially here. This
kita
crowd
coba
doesn't do
kali ini
ordinary, and
keberuntungannya.
we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian
Musim
Thuram
juga
is.
sangat pelan-pelan sekali.
Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and
Stop.
usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah,
Wah, sayang sekali.
Pretty much got it all.
Kelele. Santai saja.
Better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now
Ini
they have
kenapa?
to quickly regroup.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
Sayang sekali. Netflix.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Threads one in. Yeah, they've got that defending done well between them.
Good defense.
Palmer with the corner. There first.
Selamat datang yang buat baru join di Rank Div 27.
Cruyff with the short one. De Jong has it in a wide position.
Bahaya.
Here. He's had a shot. Great effort, beautifully taken.
Cruyff brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Pelatih baru join ke klub kayaknya pakai long ball counter juga nih kayaknya dia. Yes.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Gives it back. And that wasn't far away.
Sayang sekali. Tendangan dari Netflix masih sangat jauh. Kita sabar-sabar aja teman-teman.
Is the team's great visionary. That is good strength. Now it's Cruyff.
Really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Ngeri sekali Ronaldo.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tahan saja.
Second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Strokes it back. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, he's burst through. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Still goalless. Iniesta, nice bit of trickery. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Ibrahimovic. Oh, super ball. De Jong. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Iniesta. Oh, sweet feet. Cruyff. Aimed in towards the centre. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pull it. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard. Makaleli. And it's Gullit. pull it. In with the challenge. And he's forced to go back. Turan has quite the footballing brain. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. That's a little off target. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Makaleli. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for the run. Iniesta.
Oh, really well played.
Palmer claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Palmer have their third corner. Cruyff goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ball is over the line. Baresi. That's Turan. And it's Ibrahimovic. Played back in. Spread out to the left. That's a throw. Deep into stoppage time. Well seen. And we've reached half-time.
Wow,
So we go in at half-time
mantap
with
sekali.
both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 14.
That gets things going for the second half.
Messi.
So the first half brought no goals. Baresi. Chiellini. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Makaleli. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Cruyff! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Played into space out wide. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi, he has found the way through. And Messi! Oh, wonderful, wonderful Lionel Messi!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have the first goal.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And they win it back again. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice physical challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed. Cruyff! Oh, it's hit the post. Almost an hour gone. Makaleli. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Ibrahimovic. And this is Nedved. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Cambio di giocatori.
Oh, that's fabulous. Maldini. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Rijkaard. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that is as far as they're going to go. He is through here. Oh, that's neat. De Jong. De Jong play. Big header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Rijkaard. Baresi. And it's Rijkaard. Milan finding their passes. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Makalele wins the duel this time. And it's Rui Costa. Rijkaard. Chiellini. Oh, there's a probing ball. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Cruyff. And that's gone loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Nice control. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Rui Costa. Now, can they get him away? Rui Costa. They're urging him to shoot. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. Milan are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Yeah, they're really playing in hope.
And pull it! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Pullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sostituzione per il Parma. Numero 5.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 15, Neymar, il numero 17.
Pullet is there, and he can get that clear. Baresi, little pass back.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He gets big, off the post. And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
I don't think they can assume that the game is safe. One slip can be really costly.
Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. And here's Christian, and he's had a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one.
Oke, game pertama kalah kita. Kita coba pelatih baru. Jurgen Klopp-nya apa sih dia? Oh, possession game. Boleh. Coba kita ganti manajernya nih. Possession game lumayan nih. Yang baru join, thank you so much. Tolong dibantu like and subscribe agar channel ini bisa berkembang. Ya, channel iseng-isengan buat main game.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other...
Olise! Nedved tries to play it through. And Batistuta! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Olise. And he's there to retrieve it. Thuram. Nedved. Rijkaard. And it's Maldini. Baresi. Here's Makaleli. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bojan. Raul. And it's Rijkaard. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Makaleli. That's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Gullit. So we're still where we started right now. That pass has been well intercepted. Nedved. Decent chance! Raul. Looking to play him in. And this is Nedved. Batistuta. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zanetti. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Gullit. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Rijkaard. Olise. And it's Bojan. And it's Zanetti. Oh, perfectly measured that. Chiellini with the clearance. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Ibrahimovic. That is good strength. 30 minutes gone. Batistuta. Raul. Kukçu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking tidy in possession here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Played back in. Caught offside that time. Kukçu. Looking for options for movement. Great vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. And here's Bojan. No way through. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Half-time getting close now. Olise has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Batistuta! They want to be quick to recover this. And this is Ibrahimovic. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Milan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Thuram. And Makaleli. And it's Rijkaard. Played out wide. And it's Nedved. Makaleli. Some really good ball movement.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played into space. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Batistuta. Now that looks a decent ball. And Batistuta! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that is a... And he shoots! 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Milan have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Opts for safety. Baresi. Thuram. Ibrahimovic. And he's chosen to go back. And that has left him in a heap. That's been cut out, well played. Ibrahimovic, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Batistuta! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Bojan Kurkic unable to make it happen for all. Quickly taken. He's in plenty of space here. Up he goes! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Zanetti. Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos. And Bojan. Nedved puts his foot on the gas. Makaleli. Pass somewhat off target. Zanetti. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Makaleli. And it's Nedved. Nedved. Just about up to 75 minutes.
Milan really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Howson. For Olise. And it's Zanetti.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4. Numero 8.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Lasciano il campo per
Maldini.
il numero 13.
Rijkaard.
Ronaldinho.
Ronaldinho. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Nedved. Makaleli. Doku. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Lovely feet. So much time and space here. Maldini gets it clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Doku.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Zanetti. That's a little off target. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And there's green grass ahead of him. Face to face with the... Takes a shot! Thuram does really well to win the ball there. And no, that was never going to make it. Baresi. Rijkaard. Makaleli. And it's Rui Costa. And he plays one through. Oh, he's through and all alone! Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, good ball! Can he finish? Oh, taken with style! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So that's two now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that was vital. Nedved. He won't be happy with that one. Rijkaard. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And he's picked out the run. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing.
Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. That was mighty close. Maldini. Makaleli. Bale. Chiellini. Rijkaard. Makaleli plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Rijkaard. Makaleli. And it's Nedved. Milan finding their passes. Oh, no joy this time. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! Howson with the clearance.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Pass somewhat off target. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Scholes. Maldini. Rui Costa. And he's intervened well there. Now, can they get him away? That has been cut short. Nedved. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Spread neatly. And this is Nedved. He's shifting through the gears here. He's got full. Yes! And they are cruising away. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Climbs up big! And the keeper threw out a limb. Makaleli. Here's Nedved. Makaleli. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Roberto Carlos. Now this could be a chance. Well, that is one way to stop him. Baresi. Chiellini. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rui Costa. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Rui Costa. Carvajal. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Milan, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nedved. Well read, nice interception. Guardiola. Scholes. Thinks Rijkaard! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
David Villa. Bale. Big chance! No, not quite.
That was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Looking to play him in. Oh, super find. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's on it. Can he get away? Milan are simply cruising along with this 3-goal lead. And it's Scholes. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And this is Ibrahimovic, played out towards the right wing. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Baresi, And here's Nedved. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. David Villa gets into some space. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Chiellini. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous. Rijkaard. Baresi. Makaleli. And it's Nedved. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, just the keeper to beat! Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tries a shot! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So is this the start of a comeback? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Rijkaard. Now he's got space here. Played into space out wide. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. No, that's been intercepted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, nicely intercepted. No way through. Baresi. Nedved. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the real chance! Messi. Now Ødegaard. Ødegaard. Bale is onto this. Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. And he's cut it out. Makaleli. Well timed, excellent interception. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he welcomes it in. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Nedved.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
Cambio de jugadores. Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Rijkaard. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Carvajal. And that will be it. Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
He's through here. Now it's Ibrahimovic is on his own. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bergkamp. This might spell danger. Milan have it back and can go. He's tried one! Now, who's going to be first to this? Abbiati trying to keep this in. He's in a great position here. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come...
Decent chance! Makaleli. Pull it. Passing is crisp and sharp. First quarter of an hour gone. And here's Bergkamp.
Bergkamp really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Milan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's been shifted off it. Rijkaard. Nedved. Makaleli. Nedved. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Nedved. Baresi. Milan finding their passes. Looking tidy in possession here.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Oh no, this does not look good. Abbiati chooses to deal with it himself. Eto'o driving forwards. Oh, important interception. Nedved. Batistuta. And it's Gerrard. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard. Now it's Batistuta. Baresi. Now that looks a decent ball. Delivers the ball. Climbs up big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
And that's going up front in a hurry. Adriano, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Batistuta in the hunt and looking threatening. And it's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And the finish! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
And that has added up. There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back on the way. Oh, super ball! It's a goal kick. Van Dijk is there, and he can pick it up. Bellingham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Baresi. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's with the keeper. Pull it. Well timed, excellent interception. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. Now it's Batistuta. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No, that's been intercepted. Makaleli. Tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! Goal, Milan! And the comeback is complete. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 20.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Cruyff! He's got a goal! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Chiellini. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good.
Takes a shot! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan take the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Mbappe! Now there's a fine ball. Messi! Messi! From another planet! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning is having a shot! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Now look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And yes, it's him again. Chance! Oh, taken with style. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last...
Has a shot! Well, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That is good alertness. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Makaleli. Now it's Nedved. Maldini. Push goes. He's through, now is he in? Brilliantly cut out. Nedved. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a good spell of possession, this. Cruyff. Cruyff! They've scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it.
Shoots! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Chiellini makes the interception. Now it's Messi. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Makaleli. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Thuram. Makaleli. Distributed tidily. Now that's well seen too. Vieira. Now it's Messi.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Romario. Showing good feet. Makaleli defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that was vital. Oh, this looks sharp. Has a look and place it forward. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Rijkaard. And they can counter here. Gattuso. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rui Costa, and it's Hullet. Rui Costa, and it's Thuram. Time and again they are repelled. Threads one in, and this is Ibrahimovic. That's a throw. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Thuram proves too strong, too smart. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nedved. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. Rijkaard. Ibrahimovic. Makaleli. Rui Costa. Hullet, who's set up one goal so far. Great ball, and he's in here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Rui Costa has a look inside the box. Shot could be on. He's shifting, and he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Big header! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Cleared away. And it's Rui Costa. It's a good spell of possession, this. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. Milan really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pull it. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vieira. And this is Ibrahimovic. Nedved. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Pull it. Gattuso is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Engages and forces him off the ball. And that interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates.
Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
He rises! And yes, it's there! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
Can he finish? Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he's having a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Corner number 3 coming up. A header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Vieira. Gattuso passes short and sharp. And this is Rui Costa. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nedved.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And that is a little undercooked. And this is from Mario. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now there's a fine ball. Chance for a shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
And here's Hullet. Played back.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Nagoya Grampus clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rui Costa, well read, and the danger is averted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer.
Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their 4th corner of the game. Terrific header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
And it's Nedved. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rui Costa. Played out wide. And Makaleli. Milan looking to pass their way through. Vieira. Rui Costa. Vieira. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Nicely weighted ball. The ball goes in. Climbs up big! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitution on the field, number 12.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. So, a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Milan get themselves back, and the shot! Off the post!
Nagoya Grampus surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Number 7, number 21, David Villa.
Some really good ball movement. Passing nice and neat, and he whips it in. Chiellini is there, and he can get that clear. And a chance! And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Cruyff. Makalele. It's a promising position. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Substitutions taking place.
They've played it short. Shot a goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Maldini. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Thuram gets over and intercepts. Passing is crisp and sharp. Kaka. And the pass is intercepted. Makalele. That's very neat. Picked out brilliantly. He's had a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, what has happened here? Can he finish? He can get that clear. And that is as far as it goes. Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off.
And a quick reminder today, everybody.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Milan absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager to think about. A painful reminder of where standards really need to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Selamat siang, selamat join di Rank Gaming Channel 27. Kali ini kita lagi push Divisi 3, Phase 7. Luar biasa lawannya awal-awal begini udah jago-jago parah. Menang sekali, seri sekali, kalah 3 kali. Luar biasa, luar biasa. Buat yang baru join, thank you so much. Boleh dibantu untuk like and subscribe.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball, and he can pick a really telling pass too. That's vital if you're looking to play a patient, possession-based game.
And he's managed to get free. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Chance! In towards the back stick. Chiellini clears it away. Poland have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Owen receives it in a good position here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
He's in space and looking for options. Zanetti. Poland looking to pass their way through. And this is... Oh, chance, surely! Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's fallen kindly here. Goal, Poland! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And he's forced to go back. Chiellini.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Great ball if he can get there. Brilliantly cut out. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Michel Platini. Poland trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Passing nice and neat. Platini is always scanning the pitch for targets. Good ball over the top. That's really well cleared. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Rijkaard. But it's Thuram. Passes short and sharp. That's a decent clearance. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Del Piero. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Del Piero. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And for a moment, time stood still. Tries to pass it through. And this is Nedved. He has found the way through. Platini. Del Piero. Del Piero looking to add to his goal, and he's had it nicked away. That has been cut short. And this is Owen. Looking to play him in. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Opts for safety. Not the most convincing of passes. Looking for the run. This might spell danger. And he's certainly onside here. Khan, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Nedved. Milan finding their passes. Thuram. Hullet tries a shot! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are right back in business!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than...
There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. So it's back to business. Rijkaard. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Rijkaard. Nedved. Platini, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. That's an excellent interception. Thuram. Nedved. Rijkaard. Mateus. Oh, that's a key interception. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Del Piero. Del Piero! That's got him rattled. Maldini. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic. Turns back here, probably the best option. Nedved. And it's Rijkaard. Searching pass he's played there. Rijkaard. Thuram. Bellingham. Clipped into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Ibrahimovic, who's set up one goal so far. Oh, nicely intercepted. Makaleli. Ibrahimovic. Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Roberto Baggio, and this is Del Piero. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Baggio. And here's Owen. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Owen. Rijkaard. Nedved. Nicely spread. Rijkaard. Now, can they get him away? Oh, this is a great... Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Poland! And they get themselves in front! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Poland, number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Poland get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Number 7.
Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Number 8.
Played out to the right.
Number 23.
Poland clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That is good alertness. Looking for a runner. Brzezinski is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for options for movement. Milan are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Can he finish? Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that really is so... Oh, what has happened here? Chiellini getting this one clear. Neymar. Cafu. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's been caught napping.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Caceres spots it and intercepts. Davids.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Rijkaard. Just eases him off the ball. Cafu. He's a sharp little ball here. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. It looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel, and he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated, but if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Zanetti. Rijkaard.
Goes back. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for the run. That's beautifully weighted. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative.
Rijkaard. Zanetti. Baresi.
Mbappe touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Makalele.
And he cuts out the supply. First quarter of an hour gone.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Good ball, that too.
Great ball if he can get there.
Zanetti.
He is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cantona quietly revving up. And it's made its way to him. He's having a go! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post!
Thuram. Maldini. Thuram.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and...
Shot, surely! Ibrahimovic, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
No luck with that dink over the top. Ronaldinho, now it's Hullet. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Maldini.
Mbappe!
Nedved.
Ronaldinho, now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
Nedved.
Now he's got space here. It's a threatening ball. Chance for a shot! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! So smooth. A signature finish.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Rijkaard.
Is always looking to break lines.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Roberto Carlos. Abbiati chooses to deal with it himself. And it's Zanetti. That is a brilliant interception. Referee's given a throw. That has been cut short. Gives it back. Chiellini cuts it out. Ronaldinho. Now that's well seen too. And here's Cantona. Knocks it into space. He's on it. Can he get away? Ball driven towards a mighty effort! They've done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now.
And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che sul maxi schermo è possibile seguire le notizie sul traffico. Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 13, Ronaldinho. Viene sostituito con il
Here we go again,
numero
then.
4.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pass somewhat off target. A probing pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Milan looking to pass their way through. Goulet. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice looking ball. Floated through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Rijkaard. Baresi. Rijkaard.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Searching pass he's played there. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Kökçü clipped into space. Oh, that's well spotted. It's not an especially good pass, that.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession...
And it's been given away. Now it's Mbappe. Cruyff. Chiellini with the clearance. Bayer Leverkusen with the corner. They're first. Milan have the chance to go the other way. That has not gone well. He won't be happy with that one.
Nedved.
Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. A corner it is then.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, that's superb. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Ibrahimovic. And a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Very nicely done. Makalele proves just a little bit too strong. Plays a sharp little ball here. Turns and goes back. Right card! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
That's a lovely, neat pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Flings in a cross.
Milan appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Rijkaard. And it's Makalele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cantor. Shot a goal! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Corner number 2 then. And this is Roberto Carlos. Thuram gets it away. Abiati.
Bayer Leverkusen are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Some resolute defending there. Now, can they get him away? That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Roberto Carlos.
Milan really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given...
And a chance! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Cruyff clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
Baresi. The final 5 minutes. And here's Ibrahimovic. And here's Nedved. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Zanetti. Romario chasing after it. He can run onto that. Thuram deals with that comfortably. Nedved. Makalele. That's Rijkaard.
Il quarto uomo
Makalele.
indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. It's a searching pass. Great ball if he can get there. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, we're on the way.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I really like Fabinho, and I really like pretty much everything about his game. We all know of his midfield qualities, but it's his defensive nous, wherever he plays, that stands out for me. When the team gets on the front foot, he's the one pretty much covering for everyone.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Messi.
Kukçu. And it's Kukçu.
And it's Messi.
Hullet. Looking to play him in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, just skips past his man. And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Now this could be a chance. It's Inzaghi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Milan are looking to go forward now. Marquinhos, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. It's a really well-measured ball. Inzaghi takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, easy pickings there. Batistuta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Here's Ronaldo. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now, can they get him away? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Batistuta, and here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that's a lovely exchange. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's good running with the ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Big header! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He is through here. Can he stop it going out? Well, he's done very well to take that back.
Messi.
Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines.
And it's Van Nistelrooy.
Oh, well played.
Rijkaard.
Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. He has found a way through. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
And it's Fabinho. Messi.
Kukçu. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Nedved. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Rijkaard. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
The ball has bounced loose now. And he's well positioned. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be...
And we hit half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. That looks a good ball through. Oh, no joy this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gently done. Kukçu. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Batistuta. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Kukçu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now he's off and running. Chiellini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kukçu. And it's Kukçu. No, he just refused to budge, and he's got his way. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Thuram tries to play it through. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Cafu. Makaleli.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Here's Nedved. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Could move up a gear here. Now it's Inzaghi. Has a look and place it forward. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Kukçu. Fabinho. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's through and all alone! Oh, that pass isn't the best. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ibrahimovic, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11.
More and more. Oh no, this does not look good. He's found a way through. He's had a shot! They've scored! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Could be danger here. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Looking for options for movement. Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. And he's had it nicked away. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, looking to go deep.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Cafu. No unnecessary. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they...